Hi, I'm Julie Conover. My sense of adventure has always driven me to explore what's around the bend and beyond the horizon. At 23, I cycled through Europe for 6 months, thinking I'd cure my wanderlust. Well, it didn't work. Now I travel with a close-knit family of filmmakers, striving to convey the essence of cultures, the beauty of our amazing planet, and the magic of the journey.
Ay, la Patagonia, tierra querida, son tus praderas envueltas en lagos que te crían entre estepa y río. Ay, son tus montañas y verdes valles, es el huemul nuestro bello emblema. Soy Patagonia, amo estos paisajes. La, 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 la. La, la, la.
Yep, we're still here in the Aysén region of Patagonia, Chile. How can you beat this? So, to reorient you, Patagonia occupies the southern tip of South America, and Aysén is the central province of Chilean Patagonia. If you arrive by air, you will begin your travels in Coyhaique, the provincial capital of the region. Coyhaique barely warrants a mention in most guides, and that is precisely what gives it a unique charm in my book. As a stopover for independent travelers, it's the place to get bus and plane tickets, restock, or arrange activities and tours. We set out on our next adventure in the wee hours. Me, not quite awake, content to enjoy the sunrise over the snow-capped peaks through the car window. Just before the Argentine border, we left the paved road and entered an estancia, or ranch.
So now we start the bad road.
It had rained recently and the road was muddy and rutted. Our little 4x4 did an excellent job of negotiating the slick, uneven terrain. But at one point, the going was so slow and bumpy, I decided joining the sheep on foot would be more relaxing. The spectacular scenery made the ride worthwhile. And finally we reached the edge of a ravine, where we hoped to spot the majestic Andean condors. Through my zoom lens, I could admire the incredible muscles in their graceful wings. Looking out over the horizon, with the wind whipping at my back and clouds racing across the sky, I thought about the Aboriginal tribes that once roamed this region, hunting ostrich and guanaco, and wondered if they too enjoyed watching the magnificent condors soaring on the Patagonian winds. Up until the 1980s, most routes to Aysén were primitive tracks best traveled on horseback. Adventurous Europeans looking for a better life arrived in the late 1800s, and with them came sheep, which over the next century became the region's most important industry. I always find myself attracted to this simple life. I romanticize about snuggling up with a book by the fire in my tiny cabin. But then my practical self intervenes, reminding me of the comforts I've allowed myself to become attached to. Maybe someday I will test myself. After visiting with the menagerie at the home of the ranch foreman, we set out to watch one of the sheepdogs in action. The Patagonian ranch dogs are related to the Border Collie and Welsh herding breeds. They round up the sheep responding to verbal directions. And aside from being very smart and very fast, they are incredibly cute. Stunning location overlooking grasslands and the Valley of the Moon in the distance. Just below the house, fishermen cast their flies in the small stream that winds its way through the estancia. I had never seen an alpaca up close, so we went in search of the herd, hoping to get a decent peek at them through our zoom lenses. We never dreamed we'd get this lucky. The baby was not even an hour old and still figuring out how to navigate with her wobbly spindle shanks. From the Passport to Adventure team here in Aysén, Patagonia, thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you from another exotic corner of the globe.